Hello, I am Anita from PappyJoe software, and today I will guide you through the process of creating a purchase order and how to add new batch stock without creating bill. This will help you to efficiently manage your pharmacy and ensure accurate records of stock and purchases. Let's begin. Firstly, from the home page, go to the Pharmacy tab and click on the Purchase option. Here you can see the option to create a new purchase order where you can add the list of medicines that you need to purchase into the pharmacy. In this purchase order list page, you will be able to see all the purchase orders that you have created before. For creating a new purchase order, click on Add New Purchase Order. Choose the supplier. Add expected delivery days, and also you can notify the supplier through email. In the bottom of the page, you can add the items. Enter the required quantities. You can add multiple items by clicking the Add New Item button. And then generate the purchase order. This is how we create purchase orders. Now let's see how to create purchase invoice and how to do the payments. In the purchase order list page, you can see the recently created purchase order on the top of the list. For converting this purchase order to bill, click on the Convert to Purchase Invoice button for the particular order. Here you can add the supplier's bill number. Add the batch number, expiry and the selling price of the new batch only if there is a price change for the new batch. You can also specify the free quantities and shortage quantities if you have. Then save the purchase bill. You can also create the purchase invoice without creating the purchase order by clicking on Add New Purchase Invoice. You will be having the Edit option to edit the bill. Click on the Verify Now to ensure the verification of the bill. Once verified, the bill cannot be edited or deleted and is ready for payment. And we also have the option GRN, that means Goods Received Note, where it is a record of goods received from suppliers, and the record is shown as a proof that ordered products had been received. The record is used by the buyer for comparing the number of goods ordered to the ones delivered, and they will check if the quantity of goods matches that of the purchase order. Thus, GRN consists of a record of goods that the buyer has received. This record helps the customer compare the goods delivered against the goods ordered and compare to the invoice associated with it in order to ensure that all goods were in fact delivered and received. Thus, GRN is a valuable tool for verifying and documenting the successful receipt of goods, ultimately contributing to smoother and more reliable supply chain operations. Now let's go through the payment options. Here there are two types of payments: direct and invoice payment. Let's summarize the payment options. Direct payment: if the clinic wants to give any advance payment to the supplier, select the payment type as direct payment, add the amount of the advance payment, and choose the amount type as credit, and click on Add Payment, and the amount will be added to the total advance payment. This represents the clinic's advance payment to the supplier. If you need to refund any advance payment, select the payment type as direct payment, and add the refund amount, and choose the amount type as debit and click on Add Payment, and the amount will be deducted from the total advance payments. This represents returning the advance payment as refund. Invoice payment. In the invoice payment, select the payment type as invoice payment. Choose the amount type as credit to settle the actual invoice amount, and select the invoice bill you want to pay. Optionally, you can add any bill deductions, if applicable, and enter the amount to be paid and click on Add Payments. This will mark the particular bill as paid. You will also have the flexibility to make the payment in one go or partially. If you need to refund any invoice payment, choose the payment type as invoice payment and select the amount type as debit. And choose the bill for which the refund is required and enter the refund amount and click on Add Payment. This represents a refund made for the invoice. To summarize, direct payment in credit type means the clinic's advance payment to the supplier. Direct payment in debit type means returning the advance payment as refund. Invoice payment in credit type means the payment made towards the actual invoices. Invoice payment in debit type means a refund made for invoice. Now let's look how to add new batch for a medicine without creating a purchase bill. Click on the purchase option and select Add New Batch Stock. Here you can see the list of items in your pharmacy. Select the medicine by using the search option for which you want to add a new batch. For example, let's select the medicine Pantop. Once you have selected, enter the number of quantities in selling unit. For instance, let's set it as 10. Additionally, provide the batch number, expiry date, and the selling price before tax for a single quantity. After entering the details, click on Add New Batch Stock. This new batch stock will be automatically updated in the pharmacy for that particular medicine. Now, the drug named Pantop is ready to sale. This is how you can add the stock of new batch for a medicine. By following these steps, you can create purchase order, purchase invoice, and easily add a new batch stock for a medicine using PappyJoe software. These features will streamline your inventory management and help you to maintain accurate records of stock and purchases. If you have any further questions or need assistance, please feel free to ask. Thank you for your trust in PappyJoe softwares for your practice management requirements. We are always here to support you. Happy PappyJoeing!